or not we succeed will depend to a great extent on all of you. We are now in a time of transition, requiring involvement and cooperation of Rotary leaders at the club, district, and international level. We are doing things in a new way. For Rotary districts that were not part of the pilot program, the new grant model is a very large change. All of us are still learning from the highest levels of Rotary leadership to Rotarians in their clubs. And we are all humble enough to know that none of us has all the answers. As we say in Korean, 아는 길도 물어가라. Even if you know the way, ask again. There is so much to learn and so many changes. This is why all of you are here, to learn, to share your experience, and to live here better able to guide the Rotarians we are committed to serve. This year, our Rotary theme is Engage Rotary, Change Lives. I think this is a very appropriate theme for this year when we consider our goals for our Rotary Foundation. In this Rotary year, we have set 4 goals for our Rotary Foundation, which I'm here to tell you about today. The first goal will be no surprise to anyone. It is the complete eradication of polio. This is our #1 goal as an organization and will remain so until it is met. In the years since Polio Plus was launched, we've immunized over 2 billion children. We've seen more than 99% decrease in cases of polio. These last few years, we've made enormous progress, but we've not yet reached our goal of polio-free world. Until the wonderful moment when the world is declared polio-free, we must continue the fight with everything we have. What does this mean for you and for every Rotarian? It means understanding the need to stop polio forever and talking about it. It means raising awareness, raising funds, and keeping polio high on the agenda nationally and globally. Every Rotarian needs to understand what polio is and why we are committed so totally to its eradication. The Global Polio Eradication Initiative has now lasted more than a quarter of a century. It has cost billions of dollars. Many people wonder why we are not devoting these resources to malaria or HIV or sanitation or other issues that are now costing far more lives. After all, they say only a few hundred people had polio last year. Then why is it so important? The answer is very simple. Eradicating polio is an investment in our future. The levels of polio we are now seeing a triumph of our effort and our eradication. Our success is not a reason to stop the fight. It is a reason to work even harder to finish it forever. If we were to abandon our fight against polio now, we would lose everything we've worked for over so many years. Pretty soon, we'd see polio return to the levels some of us remember from our own childhoods, when more than 1,000 children were paralyzed every day. Polio would again be epidemic, and we'd have lost the opportunity of a lifetime. This is something that we cannot and we will not consider. Polio is a global health emergency, not because the end is so distant, but because it is inside. Our second goal in this Rotary year is the successful launch of our new foundation grant model, which many of us still think of as future vision. I'm glad to report so far we've heard overwhelmingly positive feedback from clubs and districts. The simplified grant structure has made it easier than ever for clubs to apply for foundation grants, and we've already seen the benefits of focusing our effort on sustainable projects that address our 6 areas of focus. The planning for this new grant model was long, and every decision was made with great care. And behind every one of those decisions was one guiding belief that we in Rotary can and should be doing more with the resources we have. The motto of our Rotary Foundation is simple: doing good in the world. With our new model, we will do more good for more people for a longer time. We will be motivated and challenged to take each of our projects a step further, to engage Rotary more so that we can change more lives for the better. The new grant model is a very large change, and for some Rotarians, change is not easy. The best thing you can do to help is to make sure everyone in your district understands exactly what is changing, what is not, and why. The idea that by working together, we can achieve more is absolutely fundamental in Rotary. Through Polio Plus and other strategic partnerships, we've seen how much more Rotary can do when we join forces with other organizations. This is why our third goal for the coming Rotary year is to engage in innovative projects and creative partnerships that help build a more just and peaceful world. So much of what we achieve in Rotary, we achieve with the support of our Rotary Foundation. But awareness of our foundation's role is not what it should be, even among Rotarians. This is why our foundation's fourth goal is building ownership and pride in our foundation. The success of Polio Plus is a direct result of the generosity of Rotarians all over the world who believe in doing good in the world. They know that by giving to their foundation, their money does the most good it can. But many Rotarians don't have the same understanding. When it comes to the foundation's permanent fund and annual fund, we are still falling short of our goal of every Rotarian every year. As Rotary leaders, it is your job to change this. Make sure Rotarians in your district know what they keep to the permanent fund and annual fund do, and why it is so important to keep those funds strong. In Rotary, every job is valuable. Every job is important. But all of you have a special role to play. In determining Rotary's success, in this Rotary year and all that to follow, it is a tremendous responsibility, and I know you will rise to this challenge. My friends, I wish you all a wonderful year as you help Rotarians to engage Rotary, change lives through our Rotary Foundation. Thank you.
Before Ravi starts the vote of thanks, on behalf of all of you, I have great pleasure in presenting this memento to our session chair, past director Sushil Gupta. 12 o'clock. We have arranged with the organizers. Only at 12 o'clock buses will leave, or when our seminar is over, so you can be at rest and enjoy the rest of the program peacefully. Ravi.
Good morning. Convener P.T. Prabhakar, Chairman of this great institute, Bhaskar, Chairman of Trustees, past RI President D.K. Lee, Chairman of this session, Sushil Ji, RRFCs, Yoga and Madhu. TRF is the real, Rotary Foundation is the real lifeline of Rotary. It is not only a matter of life, but it really makes changes in the lives of the giver as well as the beneficiaries. When humanity works, it leads to peace and understanding. When peace prevails, hunger gets out. We are proud of the contributors, and they are the people who make everything possible. Let us salute these great Rotarians. Past RI President D.K. Lee, Chairman of Trustees, has made us very clear about foundation goals. Friends, let us assure of more and more givings to Rotary Foundation. Sir, we follow you in the war against polio and hunger. Sir, we thank you for your inspiring presentation on behalf of everyone present here. Our sincere thanks to past RI Director Sushil Ji, RRFC's Yoga and Madhu. They deserve our appreciation for their good work. I thank our PDG Ashoka. I immensely recognize the presence of charismatic RI President Ron Burton and his gracious spouse, RI stalwarts from India,